Hello students of class 7. I hope you all are fine. Today we will start our first chapter of history, that is medieval Europe, rise and spread of Christianity. Now in this video I will explain you the summary of this chapter. Now let's get started. History is divided into three parts. First is ancient period, second is medieval period, and third is modern period. About ancient period you have studied in your previous class, and about modern period you will study in your further class. Okay, so we will study about medieval period in this class. Now what is the meaning of medieval? Medieval is originated from Latin word medium aevum, which means related to middle age. So the meaning of medieval is related to middle age. Now medieval period started in different part of the country at different times. Okay, it started in Europe from 5th century and ends at 15th century. It started in Europe from 5th century with the fall of Western Roman Empire. Now Western Roman Empire was the biggest empire, and it ends at 15th century with the rise of Renaissance and the age of discovery. What is the age of discovery? Discovery means the inventions of various scientific era. Okay, now the starting of medieval period in India. As I told you earlier that medieval period has been started at different time in different parts of the world. So in India it starts from 8th century and ends at 18th century. In India, medieval period, also known as post classical era, it has been divided into two parts. First is early medieval period and second is late medieval period. Early medieval period started from 8th to 13th century, and late medieval period started from 13th to 18th century. It started from 8th to 13th century, and after 13th late medieval period started, and it lasted up to 18th century. Okay, now in the early medieval period various kingdoms were started. These kingdoms were known as Hindu kingdoms. So in North India various regional powers. What are regional powers? Regional powers are the kingdoms. What are they? Rajput, Yadavs and Pratihars were started and came into existence. And in South India Chola kingdom was started and it came into existence. So in early medieval period Hindu kingdoms came into existence, and in late medieval period Delhi Sultanate and Mughals came into existence. Now they both were Muslim kingdoms. Okay, now the advent of Christianity. What is the meaning of advent? Advent means arrival of Christianity. It was founded by Jesus Christ, and it was founded in early 1st century. Early 1st century means early years of the 1st century. Rise and development of Christianity. Roman invasion of Palestine. Roman invasion of Palestine has a direct contact to the Christianity. It has a direct connection to the Christianity. Okay, now let us know about Palestine. It was the homeland of Jews. Jews is a community. It was a homeland of Jews, and Jews is a community. They worshipped God Yahweh and community followed him. Romans invaded Palestine in mid 1st century. Romans invaded Palestine in mid 1st century. Romans wanted Jews should worship only their emperor Herod. So Herod was the emperor of Romans, and Romans wanted Jews to worship him. They oppressed Jewish community in Israel. Romans also oppressed Jewish community in Israel. Now, according to the Old Testament was the Jewish scriptures. Okay, it was the Jewish scripture. So, according to this Old Testament, only Messiah, means Christ, would release them from the oppression of the Romans, because Romans oppressed the Jewish community. So, they believed that the Christ can only free them from the oppression of Romans. Now, the birth and life of Jesus. Jesus Christ was born around 4th BCE, and he was born in Bethlehem. His mother was Mary and his father was Joseph, who was Mary's husband, and he was a carpenter. He raised in Nazareth in Israel. Okay. Now, about life of Jesus. He had the knowledge and learned various Jewish scriptures. So he learned various Jewish scriptures. At the age of 30, he was baptized. What is the baptism? Baptism is the method adopted in Christian religion for purification and admission to the Christian church. It is a kind of ritual, or you can say a method adopted for the purification and admission to the Christian church. Divine revelation asked Jesus to protect people from evil forces and show the path of love to the people. So people believe that he is the Son of God. Rise of Christianity. Main teachings of Jesus. What are the main teachings of Jesus? Jesus preached unconditional love for God as our Father. According to his teachings, God is our Father. So he taught people that God is our Father. He also taught that love your neighbor as yourself. For example, if anyone is in need of your help, then we should help them in every possible way. He also laid emphasis on forgiving others for their sins. We should forgive others for their sins. Okay, we should have a habit of forgiveness. We should not judge others on the basis of their financial and social conditions. Jesus used to teach his disciples through parables. What are parables? Jesus used to teach his disciples through parables. Now, what are parables? Parables are the small stories and spiritual lessons. They are the small stories and the spiritual lessons. Jesus' teachings were compiled in the Gospel of Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. So his teachings were written in the Gospel. You can find it in the Bible, in the Gospel of Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. There were two important saints. Their name were Peter and Paul, who spread the teaching of Jesus in the entire world. So they were the two saints, Peter and Paul, who spread the teachings of Jesus Christ in the entire world. Now the crucifixion. What is the meaning of crucifixion? Crucifixion is the act of punishment who is given to the victims who had done some kind of punishment. In this, victims' hands and feet are nailed to the cross. Okay. Now why Jesus was crucified? Jesus was crucified because of his revolutionary teachings. Because of his revolutionary teachings. What were the revolutionary teaching? He taught people the light of hope. He taught people to take right decisions against the government. So his revolutionary teaching brought him in conflict with the Jewish leaders. They did not like the Jesus Christ and his teachings. The Jewish leader poisoned the mind of people against Jesus by spreading fake rumors. Okay. They also convinced the Roman governor Pontius. Crucifixion of Jesus. Jesus was sentenced to death by Pontius Pilate. Pontius Pilate that time was the governor of Rome. Okay. And he gave sentence to death to the Jesus Christ, and he was nailed to the cross. Jesus' body was kept in a sealed tomb. But on the third day after his death, tomb was empty. People believed that Jesus resurrected from death. All were united in the belief of Jesus for his resurrection. So the people believed that on the third day Jesus rose from dead. Followers organized in a new religious community known as Christianity community. So after his resurrection, the Christianity community came into existence. Okay. Now some important points are here. Christmas is celebrated as the birth of Jesus. As you all know that 25th December every year, Christmas is celebrated as the birth of Jesus. Good Friday marks the day of crucifixion. The day on which Jesus was crucified is known as Good Friday. Okay. The first Sunday after Good Friday is celebrated as Easter to remark the resurrection of Jesus. So this was the content of your chapter. I hope you all have understood. Now write the hard words and question answers given to you in your history copy and go through this video again. Thank you.